The Beothuks were the Aboriginal people of Newfoundland. Mary March, the last of these people, died in 1837 in service.
Sharon, you're gonna love them. They're the finest, real loose. Mama give you a place to stay.
I don't need a place to stay, Amber.
Shay, this is Sharon, ma'am.
Get out!
She needs a room.
I don't need a room.
Oh,
I
come in, Ambers. Come in, sir, and bring your little friend in with you till
Get out! Get the hell out there!
Don't mind the old fella, Sharon. He's after having a few.
Yeah, he's all bark, no boy.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on you.
Permanent and transient guests welcome, Sharon.
Ma'am, Sharon's from up in Canada.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
this is Canada, too, you know.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that right? You're from the mainland, are you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I could tell that, because you got no culture.
Yeah.
I think to say that I have no culture, sir, is a little
No, they got nothing up in Ontario, only old jobs.
Yeah.
You got no culture. Where's your roots? Now, that's what I want to know, your roots. Where's your
Well,
roots?
actually, my people are from the Ukraine.
You-
Ukraine.
Why, they lost all the culture in the Ukraine when the Reds came in.
No, that was the Chinese.
Shut up, man.
Can I have a glass of water, please, Amber?
What do you mean, can you have a glass of water? Of course you can have a glass of water, Sharon.
What do you think we are, savages?
Yeah.
I'll get you a glass of water. I'll get you a glass of real Newfoundland water.
Sharon, I see the Roots there again on TV the other night. The Roots.
You see that?
Yeah.
Roots.
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah, some black man, they had him dragged
Don't mention it.
up to Virginia, the mainland, your way, you know.
That's right.
He was trying to tell his children all about the Africa, you know, and the ooga booga and the boogalooga. They didn't know what he was talking about, for God's sake. Had his foot chopped off, died in the end.
It was your crowd did that now, Sharon. Of course, the mainlanders were always a very cruel crowd of people. I believe you're still having problems up there with the blacks and the Indians and the drunks and the so-ons and the so forth.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Newfoundland people kill off the native Beothuk Indians here on the island?
No, that's a lie.
That was the Micmac Sharon killed the Beothuks.
Yeah, and it was the French portaged them across the street.
Amber, it was not the French.
Wait a minute,
Wait a minute, wait. Shut up, is the point I want to get straight. And there's no GD Newfoundlander gonna kill no GD Indian.
No.
The Newfoundlander...
Never hurt an Indian.
Never intentionally hurt a Beothuk.
No.
He might give him a good fright.
Yes.
Give him a good fright, you know, huss him off his lawn or something like that. But my God, the Beothuks.
The most the poor old Newfoundlanders ever did, Sharon, was to get together a gang of men.
A party, Mom, a party.
A party, and go out and round up that crowd and drive them into St. John's for their own protection.
Yeah.
That's right. But you could never get near a Beothuk,
No.
see, because the Micmacs had them frightened to death.
Frightened to death, Sharon. They were like them artistic children.
I think you mean autistic children, right?
Do I? Yeah, too high-strung to talk to.
See, you see a Beothuk out in the woods, you shout out or wave your gun at him or whatever you had to get their attention, you know. Soon as the Beothuk see you, he turn around, gumboot her back into the woods. Had to shoot him to get him to stop.
What?
Oh, yes, my dear. Happened time and time again. Always came down the same thing in the end. Bang! Boom! Had to shoot them all in the end.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly glad I had this opportunity to clear up the Indian question.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the Newfoundlanders that killed the
Definitely
Beothuks.
not.
No.
No, it was the Micmac Sharon
And
killed
the
the
French.
Beothuks.
I have to be
yes.
going.
I say get them off.
They
Well, you're
may
not
be
going.
out of sight, Sharon, but they're never, ever out of mind.
That's right,
Do you
man.
remember that little park we stayed in down in Eastport Day? The Beothuк Trailer Park.
There's all Beothuk with him now, Sharon. They're
yes.
bringing it all back down.
They got the Beothuk dot across the
Yeah.
thing, and the Beothuk suntan fly,
yeah.
and the Beothuk motors.
The Beothuk motors. I would never bring my car to a Beothuk. A Beothuk never saw a wheel, let alone a car.
It was really nice meeting everyone. I have to
Yeah.
get going, okay?
Yeah, get out.
What was that
You
place
wanna
in
stay here
Grand
by the time me and
Falls?
Dad were tapping this? Come on.
The Beothuk Memorial Firewater Road.
Dad, every time I bring a girl home, we go talking about the freedom Beothuk.
Come here, I'd like give you a good clap. Come here.